Hey, I had a couple interesting opportunities last week where I spoke on a podcast and had a friend over to the house and was showing him the artwork, and he didn't realize how large some of the pieces are. And so I thought I'd do a little feature to talk about the art. And the first piece I want to talk about is this piece of Freya, which, as you see, is rather large. This is 18 by 24 inches, and as I hold it next to me, you can see it takes up a pretty good bit of space. But I also want to talk about why this piece is so important to me. So in this part of the Voluspa, it's the story of the giant that builds the wall around Asgard. But one of the notes in the verse is that the giant wants to win Freya, the goddess Freya. And of course, throughout the lore, that's a common theme, that Freya was so beautiful that she was this object to be won. And so within the verse, instead of focusing specifically on the giant building the wall, I wanted to focus on this idea of the giants and all the creatures that just clamor and desire Freya. And so I represented this with the hands that you see here that are just reaching, clawing, grabbing, tugging, tearing her coverings off, her clothes, and look at Freya, like she's poised, resisting down to her very toes, pushing against. And I think this is something that we can all relate to. When I first posted it online, obviously a lot of women related very strongly. And of course, that makes sense. I mean, Freya is the goddess of female sexuality, the feminine experience, feminine strength. And so it makes sense that an image of Freya resisting would speak to a lot of people, a lot of women. But I also think it's something that we can all relate to, that feeling of people wanting or needing our time. I mean, kids will do this to us. We love our children, but at the same time, they have this need for us. Our work can become this, the other people in our life. And at some point, we reach this moment of, when do we take the time for ourselves? When do the hands of chaos pull us in? When do we go into that dark hole? And hopefully we don't. Hopefully, like Freya, we can find the strength and we can resist. And so it's one of the things I love about the Voluspa, about Norse lore, is this is old stuff. I mean, these stories are 1,000 years old at least, possibly considerably older than that. Certainly the text, the Voluspa, was written over 1,000 years ago. And so 1,000 years ago, people were dealing with the same things, and I take so much joy in bringing a modern interpretation and a modern experience to these stories, because I really do believe that they are so important. Anyway, I just thought you guys might enjoy kind of an inside look, the behind the scenes as to why I made the choices that I made and what the piece means to me. And I really hope you enjoy it too. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it.